shavers, how's it going? Today we're going to be shaving with things that maybe are slight controversial. I don't know about super controversial. And so to keep on track on which things I need to show you, I actually put a little list together because I think I've done a terrible job of putting things in certain orders. So first is going to be the watch check. I have the Jack Mason, it's racing inspired. I'll put like I said, a link to it or something similar. I don't think they make this one. This kind of interesting story. I bought it off eBay, or bought one off eBay, had some issues and contacted them, and they actually sent me a brand new watch, even though it wasn't the one that I had ordered. But I like it, it's pretty neat. The case back on it's really cool. But I put the band on it. The one I had this band, and this one came with a different band. So I like the racing inspired band, so I swapped and bought the band. And I like it. Alright, so for the razor, we're going with the Viking Crusader. Do it from my face so it focuses. You see it's etched on there. It's a butterfly, and I'll name at least one thing that I don't like about this razor. We'll go over that shortly. But love the color. Main reason I bought it is because I like the style. And this was my actually first adjustable. Next, the blade. The blade's not controversial. I don't really have any controversial blades as far as brands or anything. Anyway, back to the razor. To me, these are kind of the, if you like watches, you've probably heard of Invicta. People, any watch snob or watch groups, you have people that really hate them and people that are okay with them, and they'll buy them anyway. I do have an Invicta watch. So, blade, we're going with the Derby Extra. And then for the brush, again, this one's probably not really controversial, but some people don't like synthetics. This is a je&co and Corinvio, however you say that, it says it on the side. Again, bought this one because I really like the way it looks. Reminds me of a starry sky. See that better? It's really cool. Love the color on this, which was basically, almost dropped it there, the main reason I bought it. But it is a synthetic. And nice thing about synthetics is you do not have to soak them, which is nice. And then for the soap, we're going with Phoenix Artisan Accouterments. Accouterments is an interesting word. This one's called Tombstone. And the reason I say they're kind of controversial, if you've ever been on any forums or Reddit pages, people are like, I will not buy from that company because I guess their owner kind of goes by a different persona, and sometimes he'll post things in that persona or give interviews, and I guess some people just don't like that. So I'm okay with them. Honestly, I bought it because I really love the way the label looks. And it said tobacco and rose, and I like the other tobacco rose shaving soap that I have. And then for Aftershave, another one, I don't know really how popular it is, bad that nowadays, back in the 90s, you teenagers were wearing the Brut aftershaves, and kind of became a joke later on. I mean, I honestly really like it. My wife hadn't smelled it in a while, and she actually doesn't mind the Brut. So we'll wear the Brut today. All right. I do know I've seen other videos before I bought any of Phoenix stuff, that their stuff lathers really well. So I don't expect anything less. And they do have a new formula that I don't have, because this is the only one I have, that's called a CK6. And I guess it's supposed to lather better, but this one's supposed to lather pretty good regardless. Just dump that out a little bit. I tell you, it's lathering quick. That's for sure. Like just started. And I do like the smell of this. Let's see. On the cover it says it has, the smells are gunpowder, lather, tobacco, geranium, bergamot, I guess that's how you say that, and rose. Just so you know, you've probably seen some of my videos, I will screw up in pronouncing things that I don't normally say. And what I do typically is I'll use a cup and then take what I have and lather it up even more. Look at that, it's very nice. Of course, this is my Old Spice cup. The only controversial part about them is being bought out later on. Kind of like Gillette. I had somebody post on one of my Gillette videos that they would never buy Gillette. They didn't really say why, but I assume because it's, or they said, or the P&G or Gillette. I assume because they're a big corporation. If anybody knows about big corporations, they want to make money. Which I'm still happy they brought back the double-edged razor. Alright, we'll put the blade in. And the one thing I do not like about this Viking, love the looks of it. When you open it all the way up, that's as far as it opens. Now, if you look at, this is my 1952 Gillette. Look at the difference. Blade goes in this one a lot easier than it does this one. Which I'll show you. I mean, it'll still go in, but it's the only complaint I really have about that razor. And it's called the Crusader, I believe Raganarr or Raganarr Edition. I can't remember, I don't have it in front of me to look. So again, the Derby Extra. And see, basically what you have to do is hold it a little, the blade a little crooked and wiggle it and it'll go right in. So, and basically they have stops that stop it from coming all the way out, if you see right there. Then you just tighten it down. Now I have read that when you adjust this, I can't remember where I read it. Maybe it was a review on these when I bought them. Basically, if the blades won't close, not the blades, but the butterflies won't close, you basically just wiggle it a little bit and it'll typically close right up, which this one did fine. And I did notice this one does a really good job of self-centering. Remember if I flipped it around twice. But as you can see, very well centered. And my adjustment I put on this one, if you look closely, was 3.5. Dip that in the warm water. My face a little bit wet again. Oh yeah, it's actually nice and thick right off the bat. Sometimes you'll see you have to really rub it around on your face to get some soaps thick. I really like the smell though. I don't know that I'm really as good as some of the YouTubers with describing the scents. I do know that I can slightly smell the tobacco rose, just like my other shave soap that I have. I think with this one, little goes a long way. What's really nice about their shave soap is this thing is huge, which is nice, which means you'll have it a long time, especially if you like it. I don't know if anyone else sometimes, because sometimes when you do these videos, you may get a little complacent, and you'll go to shave and you get rushed or you go a little too fast. And sometimes because I watch other shavers as well. It's one of the reasons I started this channel, because if I like watching shavers, I'm like, well, then you run out of shavers to watch. And sometimes you'll see some of them really rush it. Now this one, I forgot to mention about this. Actually forgot about it. This one actually has a smooth blade side, and it's got a side with the little notches. Now they don't go all the way through. But supposedly the smooth side is for more sensitive areas. So what I like to do is flip it around, like when I go on my neck, and typically on this side, I'll use one bar. Well, the first time I use a different bar the second time. No, of course I didn't do that because I forgot about it. Wipe that off. And speaking of things that are controversial, I have Hulu and started watching, or rewatching, I've seen it years ago, but watching Married with Children from season 1. Watch it all the way through. Which they have Steve on there. I like Steve. I like both actors that played the neighbor, but I thought Steve was a little bit funnier. But all the stuff they say, you can't, really stuff you can't get away with now on TV. It's all the political correctiveness. That was the first pass. I can say the Phoenix shaving soap, it leaves a nice slick surface too, which is always good. That usually anything that's slicker helps with the reduce irritation and things like that. It's always funny because when you go for a second pass, because the hair is gone, to me the shaving cream always feels good against your skin. I don't know why. And today I'm just going to do 2 passes with the grain. And I'd like to thank any subscribers that subscribe to my channel right now, because it's such a new channel. It's going to take a while to build a good subscriber base. Very nice. Alright, this time I'll shave how I normally do. Smooth side, I'm going to do smooth side on this side. Like first pass, got a lot of it off. And then the closer shave on this side. Let me check over here. I don't know if you ever shave and miss spots, but right here's a spot sometimes I miss, and my wife will let me know, or I'll fill it downstairs, come back up and shave it. Also on the top of these I have hair that grows pretty high. or hair around the lips or right next to the nose. Now what I like to do is actually turn the razor sideways. Get up under there. You just gotta be careful. As long as you're careful, it's fine. But if you ever do miss the spot, definitely don't be afraid to put soap back on it, because you don't want to rub over just the skin. Do you like the smell of that soap? You nicked a few little pimples right there. Not bad though. I think I'm gonna put a little more on the chin. Make sure I hit the area good. Feel just a little. There we go. It's pretty good. Really didn't nick much at all. Hardly no bleeding on this. Wipe all this shaving cream off. I got myself just a little bit right there. That's always a bad spot, but if it's not bleeding much, then you didn't get it too bad, which is always good. Now for the Brut. It's hard to describe what the Brut even smells like. It's almost more like a cologne than it is an aftershave. Kind of old school. A little bit of a burn. Shaving cream off my nose. Alright everybody, that about concludes this one. Hope everybody has a great day.